I had to start this video with just shaking my head, man. This show is crazy. Hey, listen, from the start, they started the first scene, opening scene, with something we saw from the trailer. And I didn't notice, but the characters resemble some of the characters from Lord of the Rings or from The Hobbit. So when I saw that one that looked like Bilbo, I was like, that looks like Bilbo. And then they started dying, and then the other guy, the wizard looks like the wizard from Lord of the Rings. It looks like Gandalf. So I noticed that was funny, man. That was a great way to open the scene, open the show. The episodes are 30 minutes long, which I like. You don't need an hour long episode. So that was good. I'm okay with half an hour, 27 minutes. I think this episode was. I'm cool with that. All right. And man, I gotta say, this show is surprising. It's surprising, which I'm gonna get into later on. I'm gonna get into what surprised me later on in this review. But man, everybody dies in the beginning. All those people, all those characters, they just completely die. You think they're gonna save the day, and nah, man, they're all dead. Everybody's dead, and the king looking for a new crew to go fight this thing. They don't know what it is. Go fight this thing. So that's comes in the Vox Machina. This bar scene, man. Right off the bat, there's a bunch of swearing, a bunch of cursing, and I'm not a big fan of that. And it's a bunch of people talking. They introduce some of the characters, and but we don't see the one character, which I'm gonna touch on later on. All right, after I talk about this bar scene, man. The big Doberman, man. The big Doberman. That dude. This is a big buff Doberman just walking around the bar. Like, listen, when you got a big buff Doberman in your show, I don't even know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say about that. But that was funny. That was funny to me, man. And this whole bar scene, everybody's getting drunk, and then they start fighting, man, and it's some good action. Like, the animations is great. It's great in this first episode. It was a great animation. I like it. And I'm not a big anime fan. I don't want to say I'm not a big anime fan, all right? I just haven't watched a lot of animes. And you guys in the comment section from my last video, you guys have been giving me a whole bunch of animes that you think I should watch. Somebody gave me their top 50 anime, and I loved it. I love the fact that you said, I'm not going to give you my top 5. I'm not going to give you my top 10. Not even my top 15. I'm going to give you my top 50 animes. And he just listed it. They just listed it all down in the comment section. I love it. I love it. So I definitely need to check out more anime. Now, this right here, man, and I'm talking about this scene, all right? The little guy, man, his name is Scanlan. Now, from the trailer, I knew, right, when he was singing, it was like, ah! I knew he was going to be my favorite character, man. I was just like, this guy, my favorite character, all right? And then they have this scene, there's a sex scene, and I'm not about the sex scenes either. I mean, you saw some stuff, but hey, I don't know. I don't know how different this story is going to be from the story they did on Critical Role. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be, there's obviously going to be some similarities, the characters, maybe some of the story, but I don't know how much they're going to differ from the Critical Role quest they did. I don't know. But, man, and then this big bear comes out fighting with the Vox, and there's gonna be times where I call this Ex Machina. I apologize. Let me apologize up front. There's gonna be times when I'm calling it Ex Machina. All right, so there's a big bear coming to fight with the Vox Machina, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And then Then the girl vomits in the Doberman's mouth. That was disgusting, man. That was disgusting. But that's what the show is. This show is gonna be a bunch of crazy scenes, crazy things that happen, things you're not gonna see in a live action show. All right, you're gonna see in this animation. All right, and you guys in the comment section saying this is not really an anime. It's just I don't know what to call this. I'm just gonna call it an anime. But yeah, man, little dude, they want to give up. They want to give up and pack it in. They're not making any money, and then the little guy peeing on the wall, man. And he comes across the sign that says they're looking for some mercenaries to help fight. They don't know what this thing is yet. They don't know what this thing is that they're fighting. But when they get to the castle, it's all comedy. Everything is comedy so far, except for there was the scene where they almost were gonna give up. That was a scene where you were like, you know what? There are gonna be, and I knew, I just had a feeling, right, that this show was not gonna be all comedy, all crazy things happening, and it's not, and we get to see that later on in the episode. And that almost had me in tears. Like, there's going to be some heavy stuff in this show. There's going to be a lot of comedy, of course, but there's also going to be some heavy stuff in this show. And I called it too. If you watch my reaction, I called it, man. So they fly on a boat, man, on a flying boat to the place where they need to go. But before that, the lady, I have to say this about the little guy, man. Scanlon. The dude is funny, man. He's a funny character. I don't know who's voicing him, but he's a funny character. There's gonna be times where he's playing his guitar and something crazy happens. But the one lady, I don't know her name. She senses something's wrong. She can sense something is going on with the king or the queen or somebody in that room. She can sense something's wrong. So they go on this mission, right? They don't know what they're getting themselves into. No idea what they're getting themselves into. And and then they get to this town. Where it seems like there's only a few people that are still in the town. There's a kid, a mother, two kids, a mother and a father. And I could sense that something bad was going to happen to this family. And we get to see that. We get to see that in this episode. And that was the part where I was like, man, this is some heavy stuff. This is not going to be all comedy. And I like it. I like that. Yes, do the comedy parts. There's going to be a lot of it. All right. When you do a D&D session, of course, you're going to get that comedy. But there's also going to be serious parts where you have to actually think. You actually have to decide whether or not you're going to fight this thing or you're going to flee. Right. Or who are you going to save? You can save only one character. Who are you going to save? You have to decide. And there's going to be a lot of that in this show. After this first episode, and one thing I like about Amazon, the way they do their first premiere for their episodes, for their shows, they release 2 or 3 episodes. All right. And in this case, half-an-hour episodes, 3 episodes they released. Now, I haven't watched the other 2. Those I'm going to watch. So make sure you subscribe to get those reviews from me. All right. So those will be coming later on. So yeah, man, this big dragon, and I called it too. As soon as the girl said, well, it was kind of easy to catch, man. The girl said something was flying. Come on, you pretty much, it was a given that it was a dragon, man. Right? It was a dragon. So they get to the spot where this big dragon shows up. And the big dude, which is probably my second favorite character, I'll forget his name. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comment section. This dude says, nah, I'm fighting this thing with or without you. So I'm going. We're going. And then they start fighting this thing. And then the one girl, she seemed like she was scared. Like she was, of course, you're going to be scared. There's a big dragon. But she was petrified that she couldn't move. Like, I don't know if she's dealing with something in her head, something psychological. I have no idea. But it seems like she's dealing with something. She was really drunk in the bar throwing up, right? So I'm trying to get in deep to these characters, all right? So this is the first one that I was like, man, she's got some issues. All right, she sees this big thing. Her friends need her, and the one girl has to snap her out of it. Snap her out of this. Hey, we need you. Where's the magic at? All right, and this girl's powerful. She's powerful. She did some lightning from the sky, hit the dragon, and didn't do anything. But this dragon seems like I saw a shine from him. Now, maybe it was, I don't know what it was, but in my reaction, it seemed like it was a robot, like a machine. Maybe that's what she was sensing. Like the dragon is working with somebody in the kingdom. Whoever hired these guys knows about the dragon. And they mention that later on. So yeah, man. And then they I don't know the green girl's name. The girl that knows all the power. I mean, the girl that I was just talking about. I don't know her name. It's gonna take me a while to get these names. So just give me some time. Be patient with me, please. Don't be in the comment section saying it's her name. Her name's not the green girl. It's this. It's not the short dude. It's this. All right, give me some time. I'm not a critter. You guys are called critters. I'm not a critter. Okay, so give me some time to figure this out. It's gonna take me a little while, just like it did with Wheel of Time, and I'm still working on them names too. So yeah, she looks like she's dealing with some stuff, and then they get back to the town. And everything is destroyed. And this is the part that it got me, man. It almost had me in tears, man, because he gives the silver coin to the kid, all right? And then I was like, somebody's alive. Somebody has to be alive. And the kid was alive briefly, all right? And then when he called the one girl, the healing girl, to heal him, I already knew. I was like, she wasted her healing on the big guy. So she's not going to be able, she's still weak. She's not going to be able to heal this kid. So that's the part that, and listen, I knew going into this, I wasn't sure what to expect. Okay. I wasn't sure, but as the show went on, the first episode went on, I felt that there was going to be some parts. This is not going to be a bunch of I'm going to keep saying that over and over again. Not going to be a bunch of comedy. All right. I mean, there's going to be a bunch of comedy, but there's going to be some lighthearted moments. There's going to be some serious moments. And I like that. I like that about comedies. I like that about animes. And I'm liking it, man. I can do without some of the language. I mean, there's a lot of bad language in this show. All right. And you know, the one sex scene in this, and you got to see some stuff. So yeah, this was a great first episode. If you want to grab somebody for a new show, this is how you do it. It's Friday night and I feel all right. The party's here on the east side. This is how you do it right here. Seriously, this is a great episode. Great job, showrunners. I don't know who they are, but and the voice acting, top notch. I gotta say, I did the reaction to the cast, and they did a great job. Seriously, good job on the voice acting, and I'm sure it's just gonna get better and better. And the more we go on seasons, the more we're gonna get to hear different actors come in that they want to be a part of this. Like you guys in the comment section, you guys were saying, "Oh man, I'm surprised this guy wasn't in it." I had a few guesses, you know, and they were all wrong. But Mark Hamill, man, I mean, you guys seem to think that there's a bad guy, which I don't know who it is, but there's a bad guy that he would be perfect for. So will Mark Hamill be in other seasons? I mean, for the right price, he will be. Psh, man. James Earl Jones too, get him. But there's a lot of voice actors that I guessed, and I would like to actually see in the show now. I would like to hear their voices in this show after this first episode. It was great. It was a great first episode, man. So good job. Like, share, subscribe. My episode 2 review, my episode 2 reaction will be coming soon. Okay, so make sure you follow or subscribe, you like, you hit the notification bell. All right, come back for that, because I'm loving this so far. I'm not a critter either. I don't know what is going on in the story. And let me know what you thought of this episode. You critters out there, let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments section. Am I right about anything? Am I right about the green girl? Does she got something going? No, actually, don't tell me that. I don't want any spoilers. Don't tell me. I don't want any spoilers, okay? But I appreciate you guys watching. I love you guys. Please take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend. Man, this was a rough one. I also have a merch story. Go check out my merch story. Twitch.tv/Treadnlightly if you want to catch me live on Twitch Tuesdays and Thursdays. All my links for my social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, it's all in the description below. Feel free to, I'm doing it. What am I doing with this? What is this? I can't do magic like the people in this show. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and have a good one.